This stretch is my favorite, especially for lower back pain and injuries. It's the hip flexor stretch. It's called the anti-sitting stretch. It's extremely helpful for releasing the hip flexor muscles, which will pull the pelvis anteriorly, creating some compressive forces in the lumbar spine. So to do this stretch, I'm going to have Jan come onto the pad with her knee and other leg forward. So you can actually see, this is what we do all day when we sit, right? This position. So when you have your hip down here, it's the exact opposite. So you're trying to kind of undo what a lot of people are doing all day long for 8 hours, sitting on a desk, driving, sitting on the train, sitting on the couch, all that sort of stuff. So the thing about this stretch is that a lot of times people overdo it. The hip joint itself only has about 10 to 20 degrees of extension in the joint. So anytime you go too deep into this stretch, all you're really doing is stressing the ligaments in the front of the hip and also potentially compressing the lumbar spine. So with this stretch, a lot less is more. There's a neurological wiring called reciprocal inhibition, which basically means when you tense one muscle, the opposite muscle has to relax. It's hardwired into the nervous system. So when you squeeze the glute here a little bit, just gently, the hip flexors, which are the muscles you're trying to stretch, they have to turn off, and that'll help the muscle stretch more effectively without gripping. So with that said, she's gonna just squeeze the glute gently and then lean forward. Good. And you can put your hand on your leg, or just the right hand, just to give you a little more stability so you don't feel like you're kind of gripping with other muscles. You can go a little further forward. Good. Squeeze, and if you squeeze the glute here at this point, intermittently or gently for the whole stretch, you get a deeper stretch there. So there's several hip flexor muscles. There's the psoas, the iliacus, the TFL, the sartorius, the rectus femoris. With this stretch, she can bring your arm into the air a little bit, your left arm, yeah, there you go. And then just kind of reach up and then lean forward a little bit here and then reach your arm back. And so what this does is this allows you to get a little bit more into the psoas muscle, which directly attaches to the front of the spine. Because what happens with the psoas is it compresses the spine together. It does other important things, but one thing that it can do is compress the lumbar spine. So just to get that little extra lengthening through here will help.